Hi students! Okay, so today I'm going to do a drawing of some basic things that you would find in outer space. Planets, UFOs, rocket ship, basic stuff. And I'm going to put it all on this piece of paper. I am drawing in Sharpie. If I make mistakes, I'm not going to worry about those mistakes. I'm just going to enjoy having fun and drawing with you. And if you're drawing with me and you make a mistake, don't worry about it, right? Either turn it into something else. If you want to erase it, fine, but otherwise it could become something really cool. And I don't want you to stop and stress if you make mistakes. For example, the first thing we're going to do are from some circles. But circles in nature aren't really perfect circles. So please don't try to make a perfect circle. Please don't go find something to trace to make your circle. It should be an irregular circle anyway. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to be a planet. And I'm going to start with a circle. And then if I want this to be something like Jupiter, I can give it that real famous eye, that big storm that circles the planet of Jupiter, and I can give it like the swirly look to the top of it, and people will kind of know that that is Jupiter. If I want to turn a circle into a moon, then I want to give it a whole bunch of different shapes and sizes of craters. So maybe there's a big one here and a couple small ones there. These should not be circles. You really want to aim for something that's a little bit irregular. And then the more kind of varied you can make it, the more interesting it's going to be. So I'll give it some of this, like a little rocky texture. Now, if I want to give a planet some rings, and I'm working in Sharpie, then I have to plan ahead. And I'm going to draw the top of the circle first, and then I'm going to stop. And I'm going to give it the first ring where it would be as closest to the planet. And then I'm going to give it the other part where it bows out further from the planet. Don't go up high on the side of the planet. It's flat, so it starts very close to where it touches the planet, and then it just bows out further to the left and right. And then like that. If you wanted to have more than one ring, same process. You would just start it a little bit higher up, but not too much higher, and then bow it out further. Now, the bottom half of my circle is partially covered by my rings, so I would just imagine where the rest of the circle is, and then just have whatever remaining part peeking out at the bottom is what's visible. If you want to give these texture, you can. They are bits of debris, but you can't really see the debris until you're, kind of close. Now, for the UFO, we're going to start in a very similar way. You're going to put the top part of the circle, and then the part that connects. And you're going to bring this down and this down, and then you're going to connect these two as well. Now, you can leave it like this. It's adorable. And you can give it like a little shine on here. And some of those, I guess like rivets, you know, whatever like holds this piece of metal together, or maybe they're lights on yours. Or you can give it a bottom part, and under here you might have the legs that would come down and touch the ground. And I think people normally show 3, either because it's all you see or because, you know, it's a UFO and it only has 3. Cute. All right, so for a satellite, you're going to start with a rectangle in the middle. You can give it like a slightly larger rectangle towards the bottom and an antenna out the front. Then you're going to connect it to 2 large, long, rectangular pieces out each side. They're not the same, so I think what I can do, I can actually make that one a little longer, because I'm going to put lines on them anyway. And then I'm going to put lines like this and through here. Now at the back, it would have a half circle, or really just an arc rather, not a half circle, kind of a wide arc, and a flat piece, because this is the disc, and then that connects to that. Alright, so students ask about drawing a star a lot. A star has 5 points, and the way I do it is I go up, down, over, over, and back down again. Up, down, over, over, and down. If you do this a couple times, it gets a little bit more natural each time you do it. If you're working in pencil, you can erase the lines that are on the inside, leaving you with just the outer line. And if you want to do something space-like, you could turn it into a constellation by just connecting like some of these, and it will appear like a constellation. If you want to make it authentic, you could look up constellations, right? You might even use your own sign in your solar system drawing. Could be so fun. Now, for the rocket, I'm going to start with a very basic shape. I'm going to just sort of make a nice curve up and back down. And then, because I'm doing it in Sharpie, I'm going to put the wing thing at the bottom, I don't really know what that's called, this way. And this one, because I'm looking at it head on, is just like a long teardrop. Then I'm going to add the rounded piece there. On the sides, I have the others of this. Put a line here. And put a cute little window. You can leave it like this, or you can double the line on the window and make these, it looks like a little portal. You can double the line on this give it these so it looks like somebody, you know, nailed this thing together. You can make this longer part out the bottom. And you can, of course, give it some fire. So that it looks like it's, you know, taking off. All right, I hope this is fun. I hope it's helpful. Enjoy yourself, and I'll see you soon.